Hi, everybody. Welcome to another one of our amazing art kit projects. Today's art kit project is called Exploring Paint Tools. Let's take a look at what comes inside this kit. You'll find a foam roller and a foam daughter. There'll be a piece of plastic, and this is called a paint scraper. Then you've got a paintbrush and some wonderful metallic paints. You've got a paper plate to lay your paints out on. Some fun, super sparkly and light colored confetti. And then a piece of white paper. And that's what we'll be creating your art on. You should take a second and go ahead and ask a grown-up to help you get a small bowl of water because you'll want to wash your paint tools out in that. So let's begin. The first thing you're going to want to do is choose a color for the base or bottom of your painting. Now I want to take a second to show you. This is one of the samples I made. And the base or bottom was a light green. On this one, it was orange. You can choose any of the colors you want. I recommend maybe doing a lighter color on the bottom. So I think I'm going to do yellow for my bottom color of my painting. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some of that yellow onto the plate, like that. Then I'm going to take the roller. Now the roller has a foam piece at the end and a plastic handle. You hold it by the handle, and the foam piece is what's going to move. So you're going to take that roller and rub it across the paint on your plate. And then you're going to run that roller up and down your paper. You might need to add more paint to your plate for your roller. This time I added orange with my yellow. So then I'll roll that on all across the page, just like that. And so that's how you use a roller. You roll it across the paint on the paper plate, and then you roll it across your art paper, like that. And then you can set that roller aside. So I have this wonderful orangey yellow green background now, created by using that foam roller. Now I want to think about using a different paint tool. And I think I want to go with the scraper next. So just like before, I need to choose colors to use with that paint tool. So this time around, I think I'm going to use, let's see, maybe some blue. So I'm going to get some blue, spread out on that paper plate like that. And I'm making it in a long line because I saw that the paint scraper had a long and skinny edge. So then I'll dip it in, and then I'm going to put it on the paper and make it move back and forth. And so I'll get a design of lines going back and forth like that. I'm going to add some more paint for that scraper. So I'll get more blue in there, just like that. And I'm even going to add a little pink. I'm going to wipe my hand off. Sometimes working with paint can be a little messy. And then again, I'm going to dip the paint scraper in paint and then put it on the paper, press side to side, and I'll get all kinds of really neat line designs like that. The next paint tool to work with is called a daughter. and it has a foam end in the shape of a circle. And for this, I'm just going to dip it in some paint and push down like that, and it'll make a circle. And push, and push, and push. And I can add more paint, like this time I might do some green and yellow. And I'm going to dip that paint daughter in the green and push down. Then I'm going to dip it in the yellow and push down. Now, sometimes when you're working with foam things, a lot of water comes out. And if so, just take a paper towel and blot it up just like that. You press gently and it'll come right up like that. The last tool you have to use is probably a tool you're very familiar with, which is a paintbrush. So usually when you guys use paintbrushes, you use it to make nice long strokes. Well, another thing you can do with a paintbrush is load it up with paint, and then you're just going to tap it with your finger. And when you do that, little specks of paint land on your paper. So it's another paint tool that you probably already have in your collection. Yeah. So the final part of this project is super fun. You get to take that confetti, which if you remember is those gold circles and stars and even little tissue paper, and you get to push it down in a pile of the paint. And the great thing is when it's wet, paint acts like glue. So it'll make those confetti pieces stick to your piece of art. And you just place them wherever you think it looks good. I have to tell you, when I made this, I felt like this looks like the sky on the 4th of July when fireworks go up. I'll show you this piece especially, and it's the one that's behind me in the picture. But it really feels very, very 4th of July to me. So that might be what you want to think about when you make your paint tools art project, or maybe you'll do something completely different. Whatever you decide, please have a grown-up take a picture of it and send it to us, and then we can show it to everybody else who works on the Exploring Paint Tools project. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.